Huge news! James Webb Telescope just revealed that aliens are real. The James Webb Space Telescope has finally made it to space. Decades after its conception, after being launched into space on Christmas Day, the telescope began its deployment. Scientists rely on the telescope to discover the truth about our existence as well as the presence of extraterrestrial life. Also, if there is any life other than ours in this cosmos. Fans of the telescope are eager to learn more about its deployment and what the future holds for this marvel. They want to know if the telescope will genuinely unearth the answers to our origins. So switch this video to full screen and watch this video till the end. Hello everyone, welcome to Tech United, a channel where you can find everything about tech. And in today's video we are going to talk about the James Webb Telescope, and it's a very recent discovery that might indicate that aliens are real. Now I have your attention, right? Well, to know more about it, sit tight and watch the video till the end. But before we get into the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and also don't forget to press the bell icon. With that being said, let's begin. The inquisitive nature has motivated people to study everything they can in this universe, or even before this known cosmos, because everything in the universe is utterly terrific. The most important of all is to determine whether or not we are alone in the universe. It's a question worth $1 million. Scientists have been working around the clock and spending billions of dollars to understand more about the origins of our planet, the Big Bang Theory, intergalactic space, and everything beyond. Now it appears that their efforts have paid off in the form of the James Webb Space Telescope, a massive telescope. By peering back 14 billion years, the James Webb Telescope, an engineering marvel and the most powerful space observatory ever built, will aid in the discovery of answers to fundamental puzzles about the cosmos. The project began more than 30 years ago at the Space Telescope Science Institute, with a challenge from Riccardo Giacconi, the Institute's director, as thinking about the next significant mission after Hubble. The masterpiece, James Webb, is the result of NASA, the European Space Agency, ESA, and the Canadian Space Agency, CSA, combining their scientific skills. And as a result, the University of Montreal, the CSA, NASA, and the European Space Agency collaborated to create the most complex, precise, and most powerful space observatory ever built. Groundbreaking astronomical discoveries are on the way. René Doyon, director of the University of Montreal Institute for Research on Exoplanets, IREX, and professor of physics, is the lead investigator on the Canadian scientific team that provided a research instrument and a guiding sensor to the massive observatory. Scientists from all over the world will be able to peek into the farthest regions of our cosmos, learn more about the composition and habitability of exoplanets, and study the lifetime of stars thanks to the observatory's unparalleled capability. The telescope will investigate a variety of topics, the most important of which will be the search for life on other planets. It will also undertake extensive research on planets in our solar system and other planetary systems. It will also be able to detect extraterrestrial bodies. Doyon's team's scientific equipment can also analyze a wide spectrum of celestial bodies, including the composition of distant exoplanets' atmospheres. We're hunting for our holy grail, our biosignatures, which are the indicators of extraterrestrial life, says Nathalie Ouellette, an astronomer who handles communications for the James Webb Group. When we use the telescope to explore an exoplanet, we may be able to find signs of biological activity, or the signature of certain molecules, based on the presence of such molecules, particularly in certain combinations. We may be able to determine that conditions are conducive to the development of life. Telescopes are, in some ways, time machines. Light travels at such a fast rate that they appear to flash from one location to the next to the naked eye. The distances between objects in space, on the other hand, are so large that the time it takes for light to travel is negligible. As a result, the Webb will be a fantastic time machine, allowing users to travel back in time 200 million years after the Big Bang, which is unprecedented. As a result, the Webb will aid us in better understanding the evolution of the first bright objects, galaxies, over time. According to Nathalie, that telescope will also reveal data on the development of our solar system. JWST will also target each of the TRAPPIST-1 solar system's 7 full of rocks, Earth-sized worlds. It has already begun searching for extraterrestrial life, but how will the James Webb Space Telescope do all of these tasks? The James Webb Space Telescope is the successor of the Hubble Space Telescope. However, due to the size of its mirror, it is more precise and efficient. The amount of light it can detect, and where it is, the primary mirror has a concave shape. The focal point of the telescope is 21.5 feet wide and made up of one smaller hexagonal mirror. Beryllium, a lightweight metal that weighs only 46 pounds or 20 kilograms, is used to make each of the 18 hexagonal pieces of Webb's mirror. Compared to Hubble's 11.1 metric tons, the complete spaceship weighs only 6.5 metric tons. The surface of the mirror is gold-plated, giving it a yellow tint. The gold hue was chosen because it reflects infrared light significantly better than white or silver. The light reflected by the massive mirror is then focused on the secondary mirror, which is set on a folding tripod opposite the huge mirror and measures 30 inches or 74 centimeters. A tertiary mirror directs the light that enters the telescope through a hole in the center of the massive mirror to the detectors. Once in space, these pieces come together and lock in place. Once the mirror is perfectly aligned, the jigsaw puzzle will be finally adjusted to the point that the seams between the various segments will be completely smooth. Where does the 5-meter mirror not only obtain sharper, deeper views of the universe than Hubble, but it will also do it in a fraction of the time. The observatory has scientific equipment for two different purposes: imaging cosmic objects and spectroscopic analysis of the physical and chemical characteristics of cosmic materials requires breaking light down into different wavelengths. The James Webb Space Telescope will be about 1.5 million kilometers or 1 million miles away from here. This is nearly 4 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon. The telescope will make short loops around the so-called Lagrange point 2.0 or L2, which is always obscured by the planet on the Earth-Sun axes. At L2, the gravitational pulls of the Sun and the Earth keep the spacecraft aligned. The spacecraft's retractable sun shield, which is the size of a tennis court, is made of 5 layers of Kapton, an aluminum-coated space blanket material, and the mission would be impossible without it. The James Webb Telescope's major cooling system is the solar shield. The mirrors and other instruments would be kept at 390 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 217 degrees Celsius, behind it. On the other hand, the sun-facing side will be scorching hot, reaching temperatures of 230 degrees Fahrenheit. JWST will send images of faraway worlds and indications of nascent life in a star system to the public. As this passes between the stars and the telescope for a brief moment, the planets will appear in silhouette, accentuated by the starlight shining through from behind. The signatures of the gases will be read by Webb. As part of an international collaboration agreement, ESA will launch the telescopes using the Ariane 5 launch vehicle. The European Space Agency was in responsibility of creating and qualifying Ariane 5 enhancements for the Webb project, as well as procuring Ariane's launch service. The project enlisted the help of almost 10,000 workers, and the budget quickly increased up to about $10 billion. The expedition will endure at least 5 years, but ideally 10 years or more. The large telescope's debut has been postponed multiple times, first in 2007 and subsequently in 2018. The reason for the delay was due to the intricacies of development. However, the wait is now over. JWST has already begun releasing photographs from its interstellar trip, with experts thinking that some of them could contain evidence of extraterrestrial life. However, nothing has been discovered with certainty so far. Nonetheless, the photographs could be groundbreaking, pointing to a new frontier in the quest for extraterrestrial life. JWST experts and scientists estimate that it will take a minimum of 30 days to reach its destination L2 point, which is roughly the time it took to write the script for this movie. So at the L2 point, the James Webb Telescope is scheduled to transmit over more documents and photographs of its discoveries, from which we will learn more about outer space and alien life. What are your thoughts on the terrific discoveries and images? Will it be able to 100% ensure alien existence? Let us know what you think in the comments area below. That's all for today, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe, peace,